thinks this is the team that can do it. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for space. It's Bowens. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Rush is on, and he gets it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
After missing that 53-yard field goal attempt, pretty good field position here. 1st and 10 from the 36. Off the boot, looking for his man. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
22.
Quarterback changing the play. Throwing St. Clair. Left side is Smith. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
Again, it's St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Smith.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Tavian St. Clair. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Ohio State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the back.
He's loose. Inside the 40. At the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Oh, pressure's coming. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he added the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
St. Clair timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Left side is Glover. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing St. Clair. Fires left side at Smith. Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Again, it's St. Clair. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bowen. Turning it on. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Back has it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Bowens. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rashad Downs going up top. Finds his tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Bowens. Plows through the defense. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Flush to the left. Over the middle, it's Williams. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the back. Got an alley. And you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Can't get him to the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The handoff. Breaks the tackle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down.
Here we go. Ready? Line 14. Line 14. Ready to go.
Tavian St. Clair fires quickly. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught. Still running at the 40. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Cuts it upfield. It's Bowens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Sees an alley. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
They'll run it. It's Bowie. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. St. Clair. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's St. Clair. Open on the left side, it's Smith. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Release to the back. Snags it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Just gets rid of that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Finds a crease, it's Bowens. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Bulldogs will use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Could not make his way to the corner. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Dogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Charlotte 49ers. And it's Ole Miss looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Tavian St. Clair turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeye! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. RPO complete. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero covers, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And how about this, man? Picking up right where they left off, putting up points, being explosive, being a threat. You thought at half maybe the defense would come up with some answers. So far, first drive, no answers to be found.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
St. Clair fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Tavian on the play action. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making the adjustment. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
On play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Lots of running room. Inside the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points came courtesy of that 80-yard run to the house. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Here we go. Ready? Flag 14. Go.
From the gun on third down, St. Clair. Right side, it's Roberts. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Got a man, it's Johnson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing St. Clair. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
22. Hey, take it.
Tavian St. Clair. Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Georgia 35, Ohio State 23.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Using his legs, it's Temple. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Looks it in. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. St. Clair unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Red pass, it's complete. On the move is the 30. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Gonna run it. It's Temple. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. Hey, he's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time they'll throw it. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Out wide right, it's Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
The Buckeyes in the hurry up. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go, go.
Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to...
Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. St. Clair. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Rides to the back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when...
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Ohio State calls its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Knocked down in the backfield. And, boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Third down, red zone play. Quick give. It's Temple. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.